Hi everybody, this is Judy at Judy in the Kitchen. Today I'm going to show you how I like to cook bok choy. I have a large pot here that has a lid, heating up just over medium heat. It's on 6. Now it's going to look like I'm making a lot, but this really cooks down and it makes a good 4 servings. Possibly just a tad more, but it depends on the size of the head of the bok choy. Now to this I'm going to add about a tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil. And if you are one who does not want to use oil, that's okay. You can do this with vegetable broth, and you might need to use 2 or 3 tablespoons of vegetable broth for this initial saute, since that will evaporate, whereas the oil will not so much. Alright, I have about a half a cup of diced yellow onion. You can add more, you can add less, whatever you prefer, but this is what I found really works well. And I have 1 cup of diced green pepper. Now this pepper was frozen, which makes it very convenient. You just get it out of the freezer and use it. You don't have to do anything special to it. And it may lower the temperature a little bit here, but that will be brief. And we're just going to allow this to saute for a couple minutes until these onions start to change. They don't have to be translucent and sweet or anything like that. You just want to soften them up a little bit. And again, you could do this in broth. Now I'm turning the temperature up some. Those cold bell peppers lowered the temp quite a bit. Alright, we can see these onions are starting to change. Now I'm going to add 4 cloves, equivalent to 4 large cloves of garlic that have been finely chopped up. We're going to allow this to saute just a minute more. Now I'm going to turn that heat back down because I don't want it too hot to burn the garlic. And now we're going to stir in a lot of bok choy here. This is 1 whole head, about a medium head of bok choy, and up to this mark is 8 cups, and so there's a little more than that. So I probably have a good 9 cups of chopped up bok choy here. And this is very flexible. You know, I would just say get a medium head and use it. So 8 to 9 cups, 7 cups, somewhere in that vicinity will work. And all I need to do at this point is just stir this up to mix up the onions with the bok choy. Just kind of coat that a little bit. And then we're going to add some seasonings. Okay, to this I'm going to add just a pinch of red pepper flakes. You could add more than that if you want to, certainly. Black pepper to taste. I'm just going to give it a few grinds here. There's not a whole lot left in my grinder, so I'm not getting as much as you would think I am. And some salt to taste. I've got some pink Himalayan sea salt here. I just want to stir this up. And now we're going to add 2 tablespoons of vegetable broth. You can use water. You know, if you don't want to open a whole container of vegetable broth for that little bit, that's fine. Just use some water. And now I'm going to cover it up and I'm going to allow it to steam in that little bit of liquid until it's about fork tender. 5 minutes or so, maybe as much as 7, but you certainly don't want to go below that. And then we're going to do a little bit more to it for some flavor. I'm going to turn the temperature down to medium heat, and we're going to stir it every now and then just to make sure that we're not burning in any way. But that bok choy is going to generate a little bit of liquid too, so don't worry about it running out of liquid. Alright, we're giving it a little stir along the way. It's been in here for just about 4 minutes, and I don't think it's quite where I want it to be yet, so we're going to cover it up and let it cook a little longer. Alright, our bok choy has been cooking right at 5 minutes, and I'm just going to check it out. And it is just barely, yeah, it's just fork tender. And I like it like this, where it's not mushy. but it is starting to get tender, and so 5 minutes, oh, the clock just turned over to 6 minutes. I'm going to turn the heat off, and now we're going to add the juice of 1/2 of a lime. Yeah, I know that's a little different twist to it. And now we're going to put this in a serving bowl, and I'm going to garnish it one more way and show it to you from there. Now I have some sesame seeds that I'm going to sprinkle over the top, and you can go with as much as a tablespoon, which is what I actually have in this container. And if we stir it up a little bit, we'll get some down underneath, and you can see there's actually liquid in here. I just poured the whole thing in this so that you could see there is liquid that is formed by the bok choy cooking, so that 2 tablespoons of liquid that I added may not have seemed like much, but it was actually enough. Now the lime juice and the sesame seeds really take that up to another level than what you might typically find in bok choy, and it'll help to take away any bitterness that you might find in there. Do give this a try sometime. The recipe is below in the description box. Let me know how it works for you. This is Judy at Judy in the Kitchen. Bye for now.